Oh, goodness. It's one of those channelings, right? Okay. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Starseed Activations. Welcome, Mary. Thank you so much for joining
Hi.
us tonight.
Thank you for having me again.
Yes, thank you for coming. Such a blessing and a prayer. So, we just want to start by saying happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope everyone's holidays was bright, cheerful. I hope you guys had the best meal and made the best memories with all of your loved ones. Excellent. So, we are going to start with an Om. An Om allows us to open and expand our heart chakras, allowing us to feel more love and allowing all of us to tune in to an energetic grid throughout the transmission, which allows for the highest frequency and most aligned information to be channeled through for each of us. This information is what we need in order for us to ascend to the next brick of consciousness. So, whatever knowledge you may need, it comes across in many different ways. It may even be a frequency. And sometimes just sitting in the energy of the transmission is exactly what your energetic grids need in order to allow you to heal, dear ones. And we, the Star People, wish a merry holiday for all of you. We send each of you many, many love and blessings, dear ones. Thank you for this beautiful channeling. We shall now begin to facilitate an Om. Allow the frequency of this Om to radiate into you at the cellular levels. Allow this frequency to open and expand your hearts, dear ones. For the Om shall also activate different biological functions, which allow your brainwave patternings to come into cohesion. This starts a process of healing within the body. Please, dear ones, take a deep breath in. And one more deep breath in. Beautiful. And now we just start by being grateful for what we have. So today is Thanksgiving. So for each of us, we're going to just spend one moment thinking about one thing in our life that we are grateful for. Just close your eyes. See that person or that item or that thing that you are fully grateful for. And allow that gratitude to then penetrate into the cellular levels. We are activating a vortex energetic in each of your hearts, allowing this emotion of gratitude to fully resonate within you. Allow for this healing, dear ones. Thank you. Thank you, Star People.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you, guys. Very much.
Um, I know before it started, we were talking about the fifth dimension and how to get there. And if you would like to talk about it to help people that don't know what it is and to make sure they don't think that they're leaving the earth
Yes.
to go to the
So
fire.
the fifth dimension. Now, what the Star People have shown me is that the way the dimensions actually work is like this. I'm seeing from my eyes, and that gives me access into my dimension. And then you are witnessing and perceiving from your eyes. And that gives access into your dimension, which it looks identical when we come together to co-create. But then when we separate and we go back into our own lives, it's different. There's abnormalities, dear ones. And these abnormalities allow for each individual to be located within a same group or vicinity location, which then each individual may experience different things. One such example would be individuals coexisting on, let's say, Long Island, allowing for each individual to perceive a different weather patterning. One may be in the sun, and another may be in rain. Yet they both are co creating in different parallel realities, which are a different dimension in their nature. The process of activating a higher density is the process of releasing any densities or distortions from the energetic grids, as well as releasing any imprints within the biological form. Density may be perceived as walking through water. It may be perceived as being heavy. Lower in frequency is how some individuals resonate. However, when the process of cleaning of the energetic grids is properly facilitated, it shall then allow for a high frequency to be embodied. This, dear ones, allows for you to be in the right place at the right time to perceive the highest amount of excitement. This high density shall always activate your highest potential timeline expression, which allows for you as the individual to hold authenticity. Who are you meant to be, dear ones, is the question. And the answer to that is what makes your heart jump for joy. For any practice that you engage in that makes you very excited is who you are meant to be. For the more you place that focus and attention on excitement, it shall then unlock who you truly are as a higher self. When more and more time engaged in this high frequency is fully embodied, it then allows for you to resonate a high density level. This then allows for you to unlock the process of fifth density. And fifth density, the light spectrum is ever so gently and different. This may look like a more beautiful reality. You may manifest more rapidly. You may see or perceive individuals around you changing or shifting. Those individuals who are not yet ready to fully hold the fifth density will fall out of your reality existence. You just may not come into contact them. They may just not synchronistically be in alignment with you. And so those individuals fall out of your current simulation. However, when you raise your density, new individuals who are more in alignment with your highest potential timeline shall then manifest for you. It is of high value to reorganize any individuals, any items, places, locations, and make sure that proper alignments with your highest potentials are there. For dear ones, any energetic cord attached to any darker or dense individuals shall always have an effect on your energetic grid structures. This then allows you to go through a process of recalibration. For when you are holding any densities, that must be cleared. And the process of clearing it may look as any. They're saying the process of cleaning the density comes in many different ways. However, it's like this, there's a free will choice. You guys can choose to hold the energetic cords into the darkness or into a lower frequency experience, or you can choose to rebalance everything and step more into a higher density level. This is like one of those tricky things that we all go through, because when we're on the spiritual path, it's like we want to hang out with the high frequency people and we want to focus on doing positive things and lifting our spirits and making us excited and happy and fun. But then all the people that we know, in our life, they're still there. And if they weren't ready for that type of ascension, now this is where the topic that Mary and I were discussing, it's what do you do when people are still very physically focused, but we love them? Well, the truth is that we love them and we send them love. And even if we take a step back and we focus on ourselves and we focus on our spiritual growth and evolution, it's okay to still love them for who they are exactly. Now, the second that we do this, miracles happen, because the second that you're okay, and that being okay is releasing resistance. The second that you're okay with them having their own experiences, even if their experience is not the ascension path, that releasing of resistance usually allows them a higher potential of ascending. And that's because it's okay for them to be whatever it is as they see fit, as their free will determines. And when we release resistance, we focus on the self, ourselves primarily. That is truly when we start to unlock 5D. Now, unlocking 5D, I've seen it. The beginning stages of it is what I would say, because I would fully imagine that whatever it is that I've seen, there's more. There's much, much more, because this is how we unlock the magical creature kingdom, which we've done manifestations to, as well as summoning of the tree spirits, which is so important because back in the days of old, we had giant trees. These were known as a tree of life. They were as big as mountains. These tree of lives pushed more oxygen into this planet. Now, oxygen heals the people, because when we have more oxygen in the body naturally snaps back into good health. You need oxygen. That oxygen pushes life into the body. There's a lot of information coming out right now about plasma, how plasma is in the air. And being plasma in the air, when we are inhaling, the plasma is a part of the ether. The ether contains plasma as well as other different elementals that are encoded within it. But we have different senses that allow us to smell and to take in the air elemental that then trigger different memories. Now, the way to shift the now moment is to always summon the memories. So, how did the smell make you feel? What do you remember? It triggered an emotion, it triggered a memory. And then we're able to go about different programming according to different memories and different feelings and emotions that come up. But smelling is one of the fastest ways to shift your current reality expression. That all there's a lot to do with plasma, because plasma also radiates from the sun. It is not heat, because if it was heat coming from the sun, space would not be cold. It would be hot. That makes more sense. When we put our hands next to a fire, it is hot. When we just imagine that it's plasma coming off the sun, it makes more sense because it flows in an energetic cord, which is what solar flares are. They burst out, forming an energetic cord. And we take a look at a plasma ball. There's plasma balls inside of Mother Earth. There's plasma inside of our bodies. We pull this plasma into the energetic grids and it wills the physical reality. So every single item that we manifest, it is manifest because of plasma. Because plasma comes in and forms this energetic, and it makes the physical reality as we see it, which is so interesting. Because once we truly realize how important plasma is, different types of biological systems are going to become activated, which allow access into different extrasensory abilities pertaining to plasma. Plasma also is the memory grid complex, because when we start activating the plasma within, we start to trigger different memories, different past life expressions, and the entire Akashic book of records is connected into the plasma-based systems. So beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a lady, her name is Gina, and she was recording a bunch of plasma with the cameras around the world. And it was showing up on the cameras, and we were like in awe.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
beautiful. Well, think about the aura field. Now, the star people, they've explained the star field. They said there's a bunch of energetic cords coming from within. It's actually from within each chakra, and it forms a cord, and that cord connects us to a person, place, or thing. Now, these cords, they said it looks like stars around the body, so they called it a star field. But it's actually plasma. So when we see the plasma generator, it has a bunch of these different cords that comes up. That's how your aura field works. And what they're saying is each and every one of these energetic cords, it places a form of alignment. This alignment magnetically draws different experiences to us. This is why when you hear people say, "Oh, I'm breaking the cords, I'm focused on cutting cords," what they're doing is they're breaking plasma cords. Plasma cords have magnetics and energetics. So your chi energetic systems, your body's voltage, your electricity, it is all connected. This is also what causes an aurora borealis. It is a form of plasma. So when we start taking this knowledge and expanding into it, and what does it mean? How does it affect the body? How does it affect our manifestations? It's like we start to really realize that we are more plasma beings than anything, which is beautiful. Yeah.
I'm sorry, my daughter's texting me.
I was like, where'd Mary go?
I told her that I was going live. I don't know why she texted me, but
That's
um
okay.
so did you want me to read anything from the tree spirits or
Sure. Read the post.
okay. Let me see. I have it right here.
Beautiful.
Trees are known to contain spirits which can change or alter your perception of reality. This type of frequency exchange is able to be modified in any given moment by any child of light. In order to change the frequencies of one solid tree, you must first clear the present frequencies held and then re-encode the new frequency parameters into the tree. Knowledge of the emotional casting is key, for all shall allow a primary individual to imprint the new emotional coding onto the tree's vortex energetic, which radiates outward. Did you want me to keep reading or?
That is perfect. So think about the trees. Now, we know that they are generating a vortex energetic inside the tree because when we cut the tree in half, we see rings. That ring system is the vortex. It starts small, very tight. Those are the young trees. Think about the human body. We start off with all this energy, especially when women are pregnant. We always say, "You're glowing," because the energy is very high. That's the young tree. And as it grows, it expands more outwards. The vortex opens up, it gets a little bit bigger. It's a different type of energy. Now,
Danielle,
we could
Danielle,
place hands on the tree, or we could place our heart on
I'll
the
be right,
tree. And what?
I'll be, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
That's okay, hon. So we can place our hands on the tree or we can place our heart on the tree. And what we can actually do is we can cast any type of energetic into the tree. Now, the type of energetics are a thought and emotion. So let's say, for an example, we place hands on the tree, dear ones. Once you are fully grounded and connected to the tree, you may then start to summon the tree spirit's name. Knowing the name allows for a type of familiar bond to then start facilitating. The name grants the individual access into a type of energetic casting. Each tree contains a different name. Each tree may also generate a vortex energetic in your current location. However, when a person opens their heart to the particular tree, you then are allowed to start a process of energetic bonding with the tree. This allows you to generate your own emotion along with a thought, then sending that emotional magnetism in the tree's vortex. This allows the tree's vortex to amplify the emotion you are casting. That amplitude allows for your emotion to then radiate into the upper atmosphere where the human consciousness grids are located. This allows your thought form to then manifest in a broader spectrum. It allows you to then manifest into many hearts as one. For any time you energetically cast a thought form, it shall then reflect into the civilization ring and the location ring. Your location ring shall affect the people, places, and things that you are aware of. Your civilization ring may also affect other planets, dear ones, for your trees are also pointed at different planets. There are different solar alignments that your trees are also able to cast into. Some individuals watching may already be doing this in order to summon a solar flash. They may have once placed hands on a tree and said thank you for activating a solar flash. This then allows that tree spirit to harmonize that energy and lock and set that particular frequency into its vortex. This acts as a master manifestation for that tree. For that tree's energetic is permanently changed when you set it. When you set this manifestation, it shall always resonate that manifestation into the human consciousness grids as well as any other planets. However, dear ones, there are ancient trees we wish to speak about, which may facilitate a type of void spin. These trees may look or be perceived as dead. However, there is still life contained within them. These trees are of high value, for they pull different solar energetics down deep within their system, allowing Mother Earth to summon these solar frequencies from other planets. This is of high value because a void spin shall allow Mother Earth to absorb the frequencies from the solar system. This allows for any extraterrestrial race to then utilize this particular type of tree in order to gain access to Mother Earth's crystalline core. 4. The second we are able to cast an emotion or a thought form into Mother Earth's core directly, we then are able to shift the manifestations of all individuals on the Earth. This may be done in order to facilitate the evolution of all individuals. It is always used by the star people for love. For dear ones, when your conscious level of awareness rises, it shall then allow Mother Earth's frequency to raise as well. This is of great value for the star people, for we see each of you as a reflection of us, as each individual watching is a reflection of the channeler. Each of you is reflecting because you are all connected. That connection allows for a unity consciousness to be birthed. This unity consciousness must be facilitated with Mother Earth, for Mother Earth shifts each level of awareness per location. Any individual is able to shift the location frequencies by sending thought forms into the earth. Utilizing this particular tree allows for your thought forms to enter Mother Earth's crystalline core. This then allows that crystal to absorb the thought form and then ever so gently shift the location frequencies according to the frequency of the thought. The thought must contain a magnetic frequency as well, which is an emotion. However, dear ones, your emotions may also be of a location frequency. So, if you wish to send a particular location in emotion, you may visualize that location bandwidth, allowing for your thought form to then resonate deep within the Earth's crust. However, we also wish to discuss the mycelium kingdom. For the mycelium kingdom is the nervous system net of Mother Earth. She is able to hear all of your thoughts because the mycelium kingdom broadcasts a type of spore into the atmosphere, dear ones. That spore then is breathed in by all individuals on the surface. This spore allows the mushroom kingdom to fully connect into your consciousness systems. Therefore, each thought you are having, the mycelium kingdom net underneath your feet then resonates that thought form as well, allowing for a symbiotic relationship to form. This allows all of your thoughts to be directly connected to Mother Earth's. When each individual here is engaged in sending your magnetics through the trees, it allows for Mother Earth to recalibrate your thoughts according to the emotions that are then cast deep within the tree. And we are sending many, many love and blessings, dear ones. Thank you.
That was
Beautiful.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, star people. Yeah.
I love trees.
Did that
I
did
was
that answer the question?
yeah, I was hugging trees all day today.
No, you were. It's beautiful. I didn't get to hug any trees today. What did we do?
Yeah.
The day went so quick. I can't believe what time. It's already 7:30. I feel like I just woke up.
I know. I know.
Oh
Did you
yeah.
eat a lot?
I had veggies. I made my own veggies. Everyone else was eating turkey and meat and all that stuff. I had my normal veggies. I love the veggies.
Yeah.
That's what I do. What else do we have? We had the organic M&Ms too. I had my kids with me, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah. What did you eat? You had turkey?
Yeah, and it was so good. It was a smoked turkey.
My dad deep fried it. They deep fried one. They put one in the oven. Then we all went to a friend's house and she had one and it's like my goodness, all the turkey. I used to eat the meat, believe me, I did. And then yeah, the star people were like, now start eating the plants and see how you feel. So
Yeah.
it's okay. But I don't like to classify myself as any particular style of eating, right? Because sometimes it's okay to have a piece of cheese, and sometimes it's okay to just eat the plants. So the process of being in 5D is really, truly what it is being in the now moment and knowing your alignments. It's the alignments that are key. Because if you're in alignment to eat a particular food and it makes you really happy, then eat it. But if you eat a food and it makes you not feel good, stop eating it. That's it. That's where it is. Feel into your alignments and see how it makes you feel. Kinesiology is really the way to go as well. Because like there's some people who put different foods on the body and then they muscle test you to see if that food makes you stronger or weaker. So if any substance makes you stronger, that means you have not an attachment, but you have an attunement to it. So just knowing your alignments is truly key.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yep. Michael
Yeah.
said he's sick with COVID today.
You did what?
He's sick with COVID today.
Oh my goodness. Well, we all say prayers. So thank you, dear universe. Thank you, dear source frequency, for blessing and healing all individuals who are currently and who may in the future be experiencing any type of illness. Beautiful.
Yes.
We send them love and light. So we had information come forward in the past like day, and it was really like it makes sense because if you think about alignments with people, right? Now, when we send love and light and love and blessings to people, it raises their frequency. We know this. The more love you give to a person, the more they heal. So, but what happens when you stop paying attention to a person? Right? Let's say, even if it's an animal, what happens to the animal? The alignment shifts, and then sometimes the animal disappears from your life. So that was like new information that came into my reality. It was like, wow, what you love grows. And the things that you're no longer in alignment with, they fall out of your life. Well, what if things that aren't in alignment with you are things that you are not focused on sending that love and light to? So it was like the things that you love, the things that you hold dear, love them and bless them each day. And we see other cultures doing this as well. And so, other cultures, when their loved ones pass away, they make tiny little statues of the person who passed away and they put it over the door. Every time they leave, they send love and light to their loved ones that are no longer with them. And it's just a way of still sending them love and blessings. Now, the star people had me clear attachments off of people that I love that are no longer here in this world. So we know, well, I know from the experiences I've had that we're able to clear their attachments. How beautiful is that? Because when someone is holding such difficult or different degrees of darkness, let's say they walked a very hard path, and we sit there and we just drop into the meditation state and we clean their energy grids and remove all the attachments for them, it allows them to reincarnate into the next body of a higher frequency because they don't have to go through the imprinting process. Now, your center soul tubule, anytime we have an attachment, some, not all attachments, they latch on to the soul. And these are the internal circumstance range of attachments. Now, those attachments are the ones that imprint the soul. So they makes little dark marks on. It's not the full soul that gets marked. It's the fragmented tubule that drops down into the physical reality. It's that part of the soul that makes you, you. So that part can maintain different levels of darkness. This is also how the birth defects are manifest, because the soul form gets imprinted. Now, let's say the soul form is in a body and then leaves the body, and we're still here in this world. We are able to send love and light and blessings to clean the soul form, so that any attachments or any dark marks on the soul form, it now turns back into light. The more we do that, it's like our ancestors are then able to reincarnate into a much brighter vessel form. Think about it. It's like, wow, that totally makes sense.
So can we even do that even if they've been gone for a while?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely. Absolutely.
that's
Yeah,
good.
because if this is what the star people are saying right now, if they already reincarnated, so they are in a brand new body,
Mhm.
they still have the dark marks on the soul, which are then manifesting whatever it looks like for them. It's manifesting all the experiences. Our prayers for them cleans the soul form. So then that life incarnation that they are currently experiencing is going to start to lighten itself, and like they may manifest into a brighter frequency because we are praying for them. It's like so amazing. So it goes throughout time and space. We override time and space. Our prayers go above it. And time and space being an illusion of the physical reality, where time and space, it's not real. It comes from the flicker rate located within your heart. So the more we are able to send our love and light to any person, place, and thing, it raises their density. So the star people, even on the last live, we were speaking about world peace. The star people told us, just focus right now on world peace. Thank you, universe, for giving us world peace. Thank you. I see world peace every time I look outside my window. I see world peace. I see world peace in my phone. I see it in everything I see. It's all over the place for me. Om. When we say Om after these things, it's our manifestation. This way everyone's aware. But the more we speak it, the more we see it. So it's okay to speak what you want to see, and then we just follow it with an Om, because that Om opens and expands the heart, and it allows manifestation to come more rapidly. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, anytime somebody asks if they want to pray with me, and I ask them to pray
Yes.
for world peace every time.
Always, always. And give thanks. So, like, Thanksgiving is today, right? Whatever that means, it's just a day for us to give thanks. That's all it means to me, anyway. So, giving thanks looks like helping other people. It looks like coming back and realizing, what is this holiday truly about? Forget about all the commercialized stuff, forget about the history of where it came from. If the holiday's name is give thanks, what does that mean in your heart? That's where we come from. So it's a way to give thanks to all people who are here right now in this moment. So all of the people who are in my life, even the ones who have gifted me dark experiences to learn from, those are all blessings. So just in this moment, give every experience, every memory that we've had, thanks, because it made you who you are in the now moment. And that's beautiful. And that's very empowering, right? That's what we do with Thanksgiving. We just give thanks to everything and every experience and the future potentials that each of us are holding. The future potentials of humanity, from my eyes, it looks bright. It looks like we're already able to instantaneously manifest things. We're doing
Mm.
it already. We're already activating extrasensory abilities. It's already here. I see it. I see it in my sessions. I see people talking about it. I see people becoming more psychic, more aware, manifesting instantly. Some people are able to activate the telekinesis. Teleportation, I've done. I've seen that one too. Generating lightning. I've done it too. I've seen it. These things are real and they're already here. So that is a blessing in itself, because the second that we start witnessing it, you only have to see it once to know it. Because the second you see it once, no one can take that from you, because now you know it's real. And then you put your focus on it more and more, and it manifests more and more and more. And that manifestation, then it unlocks, it expands. Anything that we put our focus and attention on for a long enough period, it's going to grow, it's going to open, it's going to expand. That is the way our consciousness is designed. And being that each and every one of us is in our own dimension, we see the reflections according to our baseline frequency. So if your focus is on activating your extrasensory abilities, you're going to see that reflection more and more and more. Now, of course, all of the reflections, all of the things that we go through, all the healing and the having the conversations with other people, every single thing is all coming from within you. And in time, you will open your eyes and you will realize that there is only one being here. In all of creation, there is one. And that is known as a celestial being. However, the star people say there is many celestial beings. But coming to that, the many becoming the one, that one is one being. Mm-hmm. And then there's other beings who are similar to or identical to that one, similar to star people saying. Not exactly the same because it's all experiences and it's all fragmented differently, but similar.
I heard the Ascended Masters say that you are your best guide.
Yeah, we are. You have to let your heart be your guide. So how does your heart feel? If you have a decision to make, it doesn't matter what, person A, person B, person C tells you. You can get 100 different pieces of advice. What does your heart tell you to do? Your heart's not going to lie. There's so many times we listen to our heads and not our hearts. And then, you make the wrong choice. Your heart never lies to you, though. Your heart will always lead you directly to what you need to experience. Now, let me tell you something. Because the heart is working with the higher self. This is what it is. So if you needed to get the flat tire in order to run into a person who gets you to the next level, well, then the flat tire was a blessing because you wouldn't have ran into that person without the flat tire. So that's the way the heart works, though. The heart's going to put you in the most aligned position in order for you to advance your consciousness. Everything, every single thing in this world comes down to consciousness. That's it. When we were kids growing up, it wasn't that way. It was, we're here. We're in these physical bodies. We go to work. We make money. We support the family. That was the way of thinking. That was it. This is the life. This is what you have. But now the level of awareness that people are starting to hold is, well, wait a minute. There's much more here. And that's not even including what happens when we start to open our eyes. There's more here that we can see or sense or feel. I just had a conversation with someone very close to me, and that individual informed me that they could see things and they just didn't want to admit to it. I was like, well, you have the power of sight. Now that you know that you're seeing things and you're not crazy, it's real, see what you see and thank it. And thank it for showing you your guides. And let it grow and expand, because that's an attunement. Your eyes are open. Your third eye is open. So there's more here that we're able to see. Mm-hmm. Now, there's Dyson Terrian glass, I believe it's called, something like that. And, of course, the military developed it. Supposedly, they put it on the infrared goggles so you could see the night vision. And all of a sudden, the soldiers started shooting their bullets at the sky because they were shooting at ghosts that weren't actually there. So there's different types of lenses and glass that we're able to use that will grant access to see into different realities. But all the realities, they're blended onto this one. And this is why, Mary, you were talking earlier about 5D is not a place that we are going. It's here now. You just have to shift your alignment, your frequency, your density has to raise, and you'll start to see 5D here. So when I do the retreat, I did the New Hampshire retreat was the last one I did. All of the people there noticed that the trees it was like a brighter color. Everywhere we went, everything that we needed, everything that we were going to purchase, it was all on sale. We manifested a magic shop. And in the magic shop, all of us were like, oh my God, the prices are so cheap. And the lady was like, yeah, I make it cheap, so it's good for everyone. And we were like, wow, oh my God, like we've never seen prices like this. We even, I wanted a cauldron, right? And it was like a little metal, cast iron to light the sage in. And when we first walked in, they all had the moon images on it. And we walked around the shop. My friends were like, didn't you want to get one? And I said, yeah, but it didn't have the tree of life image. And all of a sudden, I went back over and there it was. And it had the tree of life image. So physical reality is fluid. It is not solid. Even the shop owner was like, I thought that they all had moons. And I was like, that's what I saw when I first walked in. So it was like other people confirmed, yes, there was moons on them. And then all of a sudden I wanted the tree and then there it was. The reason I bring this up is so you guys know this is how the reality is designed to work. It is all what you see, what you perceive. And when you shift your frequency and you start releasing all the darkness inside of you, and that darkness is all the traumas that we walk through, and those traumas, releasing them and forgiving ourselves for even having the trauma, even no matter what that looks like. When you forgive yourself for having the traumatic experience, it releases this darkness from your energetics automatically. And then we speak the word release so that if there is an attachment located within that traumatic coding, the attachment releases off the energetic grids as well. And the more and more we start to focus on that, the lighter we feel. The lighter you feel, the less dense your body is. And then you're like every aspect of your body and your life starts to shift when you do this type of work, because the higher your density, you start attracting healthier foods. You start attracting, blessing everything that you come into contact with. So you walk around, and this is how the monks are focused right now. Different monks are every waking thing that they do, down to eating, to drinking, to cleaning the floors, everything is done with love. And what that means is it's like a walking meditation. So when you're cleaning, I love and bless my house. I love and bless the floor. I love and bless my food. But you have to do it from your heart. You have to feel it. You have to love it. And it's okay to use a memory that triggers the emotion of love. It's okay to use, not to use, but think about hugging a puppy. We just got a new puppy, right? And so, but what happens when you hug the puppy? It's like you feel all this love radiating from the puppy. And it's like that love, you have to feel it inside of you and then send it to every person, place, and thing outside of you. And we always, well, I choose to send it in threes. So when I say thank you, it's thank you, thank you, thank you, because I'm aware there's 3 different frequencies. We have the binary codex frequency, your experiential frequency, and your location frequency. It makes a triangle. This triangle comes down as a vortex energetic, but it's like a light tube. That's your soul form. So when we speak something 3 times, you're imprinting the 3 degrees of the soul, which then allows it to manifest much more rapidly, which is beautiful.
Now I see why people always say it 3 times in meditation when I watch certain meditations, they say this 3 times.
That's why, because you're imprinting the 3 aspects of the soul, the mind, the body, the spirit. It's all the same thing. You can say it any way you want, because the location is your location, right? Your experiential frequency is all your experiences. That's your memory. And then your binary codex is your hair color, your eye color, your physical body. And it radiates out. Any frequency that comes from within, it radiates out and it reflects back. That's how sacred geometry works. So the center tubule, it's a triangle that makes a circle. That circle comes down, it meets in the heart, it reflects out in a circle, and then it comes back. And when it comes back, it forms sacred geometric snowflakes. Those sacred geometric snowflakes generate the physical matter coding. This is what the star people call them. Physical matter coding allows you to have a physical item. It must contain a code. That code is like a binary code, the binary codex. The more and more we start to know, okay, well, this is what it is. It's like, okay, I get it. Now I observe it. I see it for what it is. And now I know my thoughts and emotions, they make everything that we see. It's key for everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep. Elle says something. It's like stripping off all the filters and lenses and other dimensions and colors open lately. A lot of cameras and pictures are picking up on higher frequency than our eyes are. Yeah, I am picking up a lot of stuff on my camera. I mean, I can see where they're cloaking themselves up there, and I can see them in the cloak. I'm
Yes.
able to see that.
Just
I've been
keep
seeing that
keep
lately.
doing it. Keep doing it. So, I mean,
They're round and round.
I've seen so many different things, but I really want to say, like, getting back to nature, I really feel like, because I have a mountain that I hike when I'm home in Pennsylvania. Right now, I'm in New York for the holiday. But in Pennsylvania, when I'm up in the mountain, I'm in the woods. I feel like the frequency there is just very clean energetics. So when we are able to go back to nature, and we've hiked the mountain in the snow. It wasn't like blizzarding on us, but it had snowed. And even still, it's beautiful and the energy is clean and it recharges your spirits. So we're able to do different types of activations. So there's one particular type of manifestation that I personally do to manifest the magical creature kingdom, which is another word for heaven. I was unaware when I started doing these manifestations. I just figured it was the land of magic. And I know that I have a fae attunement and I have a past life where I was a fae. I know this, I've seen it in different meditations. So the fae, the fairy, they're here in Earth on our playing field at a different frequency, which is a slightly different time space frequency than what we can see. However, we can see it when we become in alignment with it. That's 5D. So knowing that the magical creature kingdom is 5D, that's heaven. It's all the same thing, but it's here right now. When we go into nature, we're able to take our hands and put our hands on the tree, and we're able to ask Mother Earth to resonate or send a frequency up the tree into the hands and then shift our biological frequency and put us into alignment with the magical creature kingdom. When you do this, your energetics may shift. Whatever this looks like, you don't have to do that particular manifestation. You can also do thank you for releasing any part of my energy grid that needs to be released to allow me to raise my density. You could do that. You can ask for particular alignments, attunements, whatever you wish to manifest, because everyone is in their own reality bubble, which means that whatever it is that you want to manifest, your energy cords are going to magnetize that manifestation to you. This is just the things that I focus on. But what you guys focus on can be completely different. That's okay too. We co-create by coming together, and that's a beautiful part of it. And then we follow our alignments. So but if you guys are able to go into nature and you're able to feel it, if you're in a city, have a plant and just sit with the plant and feel the plant, because that plant is sending energies out that start to like trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest. It makes you happier, healthier. They used to tell us this in school when we were little kids. Oh, the people with a plant on it, you get better test grades. So you should have a plant on your desk. Who knew? But that's because Mother Earth is designed to heal us. Now imagine instead of a plant, you're walking through a forest, even if it's a walking trail. Go and spend that time and be in tune with nature. And even if it's not a forest, even if it's your backyard, spend a little bit of time, even if it's 5 minutes a day, and just allowing her frequency to come in and ground you. It's the most important thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that every day. I
Yeah.
go ground in the grass. I mean, I don't walk around in the forest or anything, but
Well, it's only because I have a mountain there, you know,
yeah.
so it's
I would
beautiful.
love to go walk in the forest, though. I would love to go do that.
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah. It's like it's the first time I did it, it took an hour. I thought I was like, oh my god. You have to build up a tolerance because it literally is like up the mountain. So, but now it's like piece of cake. You know, you do it
Yeah.
so many times.
Yep.
It's cool. Yeah.
Did you want me to read my prayer?
Yes, yes. So Mary is going to read a prayer, which is beautiful. Thank you,
Okay,
Mary, for sharing this beautiful prayer with all of us.
you're
Too.
welcome. It's called the Tree of Life. I invoke a I invoke beautiful Mother Earth's crystalline healing energy codes to radiate a call to summon the sacred tree spirits that were once on our beautiful planet. I ask that you, Mother Earth, allow these beautiful trees to return to your planet, our planet. Let the root systems of these tree of life trees connect back deep into the Earth's crystalline core. I also call in Source Energy, Creator God, to spread the Christ like codes to radiate every inch of the earth so that these trees can flourish once again. Mother Earth's crystalline codes and Source Energy's codes will radiate the earth to allow these trees to regrow again. Also, as these trees flourish, it will surround our biological form to allow unity consciousness to activate in all of us, children of light. I also ask everyone that comes across this prayer to open your hearts and connect to this sacred tree cycle to begin again. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Source Energy. Thank you, beautiful sacred tree spirits, for coming back to Mother Earth and helping the children of light with their ascension path. Amen. So be it, and so it is.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank
That
you.
was gorgeous.
I
Absolutely
love
gorgeous.
it. I'm thinking about doing a book.
You should do a book. You know, I was speaking to another one of our, I call all of, like, instead of calling everyone followers, I call them like my community. I was speaking to another one of the community members and encouraged her to write a book. And now she's on the second book. It was so rapid for her too. So yeah, I believe that everyone, if that is what you were called to do, all you have to do is take one baby step. That is all. And that is how my book was written. I started with one post, I put it on Facebook. And then I did that for a year. And then all the Facebook people were like, you have to take all the posts and put it into a book. There's so many. And it was like, okay. And then all of a sudden, whoosh. And it happened like in 2 days. All of the posts were gathered up and I put them into a book. And that was my ascension guide. And then now that I know the process of doing it, now I'm on the second book. And the second book was like every time I wrote a post, I'm like, within a day or two, whatever it was, I put them all in the PDF. So that book is already, it's almost done. It's almost ready to go to print.
I
And
can't
that's
wait.
because, yeah, I kept, well, I want to make sure like we have everything, right? Because the next book is called Keys to My Ascension. The first book is My Ascension Guide. When I first, and I didn't realize this, of course, I started telling the star people, I need a guidebook. I need the guidebook. How do you channel using telepathy? I need a guidebook. And then all of a sudden, it was like a year later, and my ascension guide was there. And it was like, that was exactly what I was asking them for. I needed a guidebook. And then it was like with this one, they told me the name. It was Keys to My Ascension. Now, what is a key? The key in ascension is a frequency. That's what it is. And I'm starting to see that there are different star seeds who contain different, and it's like all of us basic to some degree or another, for the most part, we'll put it that way. But I'm seeing certain star seeds be given keys, which are frequencies, and these frequencies then they reflect outwards. So it's like if you give someone a frequency, that frequency is in their aura field, and then because of energetic blending, all the people that they interact with, whether it be online or in the real waking world, that frequency washes over all of the other people. So it's like we have these keys of frequency inside of us, and they're all love, because that's how we ascend the limitations of the third density is through love and authenticity. So the more and more we start to realize, it's like, wow, but we've been gifted keys. And those keys, it's like a love-based emotion is what it really is. So the new book contains these keys blended into the frequencies of the channeling, so that when you start reading it or listening to it or just holding the book, it's like it's activating these different frequencies inside of you to allow you to ascend into a higher density level. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yep.
So,
It is.
yeah,
Right.
excellent. So we're about at the hour mark. We are going to say
Yep.
good night because it is Thanksgiving. My children are waiting for me. But Mary, I just want to say thank you so incredibly much for coming on again. I absolutely love and adore having you here to ask the questions and to just be a part of the channeling session. It's always a blessing.
I love being here.
Me too. I'm like so grateful for you. Thank
Yeah,
you guys.
because whenever you said to see what you're thankful for, I was saying in my head, I was thankful for you being, my friend, having you as a friend.
Always. Absolutely, my love. It's a blessing to be your friend and an honor. Definitely. So I want to say thank you for all of the people who always show up. You guys watch and you're part of the community. It feels like you're a part of family, to be honest. Right? We show up, we heal together, we learn together, we grow together. And that truly helps us all ascend together. And so I want to just thank each and every one of you. And I want to wish you all a happy holiday. Okay, you guys have the best day ever. There is no shadow work. Go enjoy your Thanksgiving. Yeah, and I'm sending you all many love and blessings. I am also going to be adding well, we're going to be doing like session half price. So that'll be on the website for all my regulars. Now is the time. So we're just going to send 2 for the price of 1 out. You guys have a wonderful night and happy holidays. Be safe. Excellent. Let me see.